Hey, that's Mike and Holly, Alex, Eddie, and Chelsea.
Okay, you guys, it's about to go down. Michael's been saying to me for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
You need to cut my hair, you need to give me a haircut.
Because today marks 6 weeks, correct? Under stay at home.
Okay, so here's the
Since
deal.
it all went down.
I do not want to cut his hair. I don't want to cut anybody's hair because anytime I've tried to cut hair, I've not done such a great job at it. So I'm like, been putting it off and he keeps asking. And so it's finally gotten to the point now where he's like, I need you to do it. It's driving him crazy. So I did watch a YouTube video. I have hair cutting scissors. I have every comb that I could find because I don't know like what's gonna work best with your texture. I have aqua beads spritzers for water. This is what we have, guys. I saved these because I was like, you could probably use them for something at some point. And I wrote up a little contract.
Oh my gosh, you're so lame.
Listen, I don't want him to hold this against me, okay? He said it grows back, it's not a big deal. I'm going to try to cut less because you can always cut more later if you need to. So I'm gonna try to do just little bits and then I can always go back and do a little more. To whom it may concern.
No, it's me concerned, not to whom, it's me.
I'm the one that's concerned. I don't want to do this. I, Mike, because you're gonna have to sign this, do solemnly swear I will not hold my wife Holly responsible for the condition of my hair or lack thereof in case it gets cut real short due to her uneducated attempt at giving me a haircut during quarantine. Signed. You're signing that before we get started. And my Stay Puffed apron, but I do not have my Stay Puffed hat.
They don't wear hats at the hair cutters, just the smocks. And I do want to say, I'm not the least bit scared. I mean, if she messes it up, it gets messed up. It will grow back. Good chance you're gonna have to do this again in a month. So.
I have seen you come home from hairdressers that know what they're doing and be like, she messed up my hair. She cut it too short.
But she knows what she was doing. You don't, so.
It's all lopsided in the back and I'm like, okay, like. He's signing it. He's doing it. No turning back. Although I haven't busted out the scissors yet.
HeyThatsMike.
Is that gonna hold up in court?
Okay, here we go.
You know.
Guess I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Chelsea's got, here we go. We're getting fancy here with the towel. Chelsea's got her scissors and she said something about trimming your beard.
No, we're not touching the beard. I already told her we're not doing the beard.
Do you want me to clip this?
I told him that I told you that these are the scissors that you use to clip the beard. Not
Yeah,
that I
okay, come careful where you're swinging those scissors.
I hope you brought cash for this.
We'll see how good the job turns out.
Okay, so what are we doing today? Buzz?
No buzz, just a haircut.
No. Okay, so, oh my. Okay, so Michael said to wet his hair.
Yeah, it'll be the easiest for you to cut it when it's wet.
I wasn't even spraying in the right direction.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Is this how they do it at this salon?
Well, it doesn't go everywhere and like that.
Yeah, it got all dry because this is taking so long. Gosh.
He was funny. He looked like someone, but I can't remember what his name was.
Dad?
No, he did not look like Dad.
No, you don't look like my dad.
Spraying your face too.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm spraying your beard.
While I'm trying to cut. Oh my gosh, what if this doesn't turn out looking good and then you're...
Oh, it's probably gonna be horrible.
Oh, thanks. Right? Because that's probably...
The inside of my ear doesn't need water, Charles.
I'm trying to get where your hair is.
All right, Chelsea's gonna cut some. She's been itching to cut some hair.
Now these are huge, so you need to be careful.
This will be the only time you're allowed to cut Daddy's hair.
You did it!
I'm gonna make like a little pile right here.
Oh, she's gonna make a pile.
I have watched the people do it, and I know how to do it.
Well, I might just have Chelsea finish the job then.
You're in the know. She's in the know. Are you gonna let us do yours? You gonna let mommy do yours? Your hair? Here.
I'm glad that I'm a professional.
Oh, really? I don't see any license on the wall. Just cutting.
I know she is. I showed her what to cut. She knows. You're doing amazing. Do you think you might want to be a hairstylist one day? That would be fun.
I get free haircuts.
Yep.
That would be fun, right?
You did get free haircuts.
I'm sure you would do better than mommy. You don't have to pay. What you
Can
want?
I cut like that a little bit?
Huh?
Well, there goes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, oh, I don't want to hear. Oh,
We'll blend that in.
oh. I'll finish cutting it before you pull away.
Sorry.
You've been in the same spot for like 5 minutes now.
Chelsea's just gonna keep working on the same spot. I just don't want you to snip my fingers either. Okay, good.
I'm a trained professional.
Hmm.
Maybe not trained.
Trained in the last 20 minutes. Well, he says the top is not short enough, which he didn't really let me do much on the top, and I was afraid to do too much on the top. I don't want to cut your spikes off.
Well, that's why I said don't mess with the bangs.
So now
The bangs
he's-
are the spikes.
And he can do the front himself. He just did his ears, like really with the buzzer, the shaver. Let the record show he is now cutting it himself up top. So did you think the sides were okay?
Yeah, sides are okay.
Back?
Back needs more, but it's not a big deal.
Okay. Even though he's like, why are you spending so much time in the back? No, he said that it needs more. And I just wanted to show that he is now doing a lot of it himself in the front because I cannot be held responsible for this. So here's the final
Not
look.
a total disaster.
How did I do?
Well, you did okay on the sides.
Good.
The back, not so much.
Well, I didn't cut it short enough in the back.
No,
You guys,
it's-
I was scared. I didn't want to cut too much.
Grow back.
Well, yeah, you say that,
I
but
can
you
feel
were all...
like big long chunks.
Okay, well, I
I don't
offered...
care so much about the back.
Yeah,
so-
and I offered to do more, but Michael was like, no, it's
No,
fine.
it was the sides and the top and the bangs that really needed it. So,
And then
I
my-
don't know, it's shorter, definitely shorter, obviously, but
Did you do anything to the sides? Or did you just do the ears?
yeah, up here some. So
You
I
did a
worked
little
on the
bit.
whole top and the bangs.
Yeah, so he went over top of it. So I wanted to ask you guys, do you remember when you and I used to watch Amazing Race all the time?
I remember watching
Ages
Amazing Race.
ages ago. So there was this clip. I'm gonna do an Instagram post, and it's gonna be pictures of the process that we just did, and kind of like, you know, funny little posts. When we used to watch Amazing Race, there was a husband and wife that made it all the way to the end, and in order to, they could advance by doing a challenge. And if they did this challenge, it was pretty much a guarantee they were gonna win and get the $1 million. The husband and wife sat down to do this challenge, and they said the challenge was to shave your head. The husband already was shaved. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
The wife had, you know, a full head of hair, and he was like, oh honey, like you don't have to do this. And she's like, I'm doing it, it's for $1 million. They were trying to adopt a baby or something, I think. And
Where are you going with the story?
she's like, do it quick, do it quick. So what I wanna know is, would you shave your head for $1 million?
Sure. It'll grow back in like a few weeks. My hair grows fast.
Michael's
so-
hair grows fast. Michael and I discussed this at the time. This was probably 5 years ago. And I said, I would totally do it. If I knew that I was that close to $1 million, I could not live with myself if I did not try it. So what I want to know is, I want you guys to go over to Instagram and answer this question. Would you shave your head bald for $1 million? Yes or no? And then I also want to know if you're like
Can you hear
Michael.
Mommy?
Huh?
Can you hear her?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Would you shave your head? Would
The
you?
look on her face
No,
is
no,
like,
no,
I know, I thought she was
no, no,
listening.
No, it's just a question. Would you do it for $1 million? That's a lot of money.
No.
No? Okay. So for those of you like Michael who are like, well, yeah, no problem, it grows back, I would do it. What's the least amount you would do it for?
$1 million.
You would, if someone said, I'll give you $500,000, you wouldn't do it?
No, so be like, well, if you got 500,000, you can give me $1 million.
Oh, okay. So $1 million is your bottom dollar? Guys, I don't know. I don't know what my bottom dollar would be. Maybe like
Goliath.
30,000,
Oh my gosh.
50,000,
I wouldn't let you shave your head for 30,000.
100,000,
Nah, it's not worth it. What's 100,000 gonna get you?
250.
What's 250 gonna get you?
A lot.
Nah.
500. I think I'd have to do it I think I'd have to say yes to 500,000. I think so. So in the Instagram post about us cutting Michael's hair, would you shave your head bald for $1 million? And if the answer is yeah, no problem, how much would be your bottom dollar? And if you would say no, you know, put no on there as well. So go and post on there and let us know, because I'm genuinely curious who would do it.
I made that cauliflower bake.
Cauliflower bacon.
Again,
Loaded.
I will put the recipe that I forgot the other day. I was gonna put the recipe in the description, so I'll put it in the description on this video so you guys can, if you wanna make it. Second batch, way better. What I've learned is you gotta make the florets like smaller. They were some big chunks, so it didn't cook as good. But this time around, it definitely turned out
way better.
a lot better.
I think you had more, I'll move because I know the light's messed
Yep.
up. I think you had more melted cheese.
My ingredients were better. When I did it, I got confused by the directions, the way it was worded. So I don't think I probably added enough cheese originally. So you make a mixture and then you mix the cauliflower in it and you put cheese on top. But the mixture I was off on. So I didn't add enough butter, I didn't add enough cream cheese. The cheese was off.
So it was good when you made it the other day.
Yeah.
The florets were too big, so it was almost like too cauliflower-y
Yep.
and a little too crisp in the middle of the cauliflowers, like the bigger pieces. But the side is so much better this time. It's more like
so much better.
it's more like a casserole.
That's all that's left.
Yeah, and we've had to like stop ourselves from eating the rest. It's so good. And some people had asked me about like the recipe or whatever. So like Michael said, he's gonna like that. But it's really yummy. And I know a lot of people do like the keto diet or whatever, like no carb, low carb stuff.
Yeah,
So
I don't know if this is it.
I would think that this would be good with that. I don't know because we don't do the keto diet, but that is really a good meal.
Okay, so there is about the size that I cut it up to. So it's fairly tiny, so I don't know what to compare that to. Potato salad chunk of potato size.
A nickel a quarter maybe?
Yeah, so it's
somewhere
small.
in between.
And also it calls for the recipe to cook it for 15 minutes or until your desired crunch. So we like ours a little softer, on the softer side. I cooked it for 30 minutes straight. So I didn't do the 15, I did it for 30. It still has the slightest crunch, but it's got a really nice softness to it. Longer?
No, I would say that the amount you cooked it today was perfect.
Right, 30 minutes.
I think it turned out perfect. The way, exactly how you did it today was
You're dark.
how it needs to be.
So yeah, recipe said 15, I just threw it for 30 because if you like yours crunchy, cook it for less. If you like it a little on the softer side, do it 30.